particular outcome? Well, I'm glad you asked, and I don't know. And actually, shouldn't say it that way, but that gives people a little bit of a sense of my philosophy of life in general, which is I have never planned things out. I don't have a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan. I don't really set goals. I know that's probably I can hear the collective gasp around the world. He doesn't set goals. How can that be? That we are a goal-oriented society. That's the only way we can achieve, and all that. Which of course I don't believe in. I read a very interesting book a couple of years ago called Goal-Free Living. And I loved it. And they actually contacted me and said, could you give me a blurb for this book? And before I even knew what the book was about, they told me the title, and I knew what the book was about because it was how I lived my life. And one of the chapter headings was use a compass, not a map. And I loved that because it kind of epitomized my approach, which is know the general direction that you're going, but don't feel like you have to know exactly the route you're going to take. And so you can kind of think about this sort of visually. If you use a compass, you're looking up, you're looking ahead, you're seeing what's around you, you're going in the general direction. You're looking at a map, you're looking down, you're focused completely on, well, I've got to do it this way and in this order and on this timetable and you miss a lot of things along the way. So, everything I've done, has just kind of unfolded organically when I was ready, and when it made sense, when I wanted to do it, when I had the money to do it, if it involved an investment, so I just think that's a good philosophy of life. More to the point of your question. I'm getting into doing more conference teleseminars. I just started a group coaching program. I revamped my website recently. Wellfedwriter.com it's a lot more fun now. There's an illustration of me on there, and hopefully it's a fun and welcoming place with lots of information
and all that. Illustration with you having 6 arms, and it's fantastic.
Yeah. And but it's I'm trying to give people a sense of, hey, this is possible. This is possible to work out of your home and have a great view out of your window, and start work at 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, and have vacations planned for later. I mean, and that was really one of the reasons why I wrote my books. I mean, yes, I'm not going to pretend this is all altruistic. I obviously felt I could make some money, but I also felt that what I had discovered something really cool, and there were a lot of other people who could really benefit from this, and who I had to imagine that there were people who wanted a life like I had, and with the freedom and the flexibility and all that. And I was late to this business. I was in my 30s. I was working in a video dating service, for crying out loud, as my last job, before I started writing. So it wasn't like, and I just had this epiphany. I'm better than this. I can be doing more than this. And so I said, what do you want to do? And I wanted to write, and I found the commercial writing field, and everything started from there. So, you take a first step, and you never know where it's going to take you. That sounds trite, cliche, whatever, but it's true. So I guess I would wish that for other people as well. So if there's a question, something like, is there anything else you want to tell people? That's what I would tell people. Take the first step, because sometimes the hardest part about anything is starting.